9% of critics said it was
Alrighty.
bad. 11% said it was good. So that's-
I need y'all to log into Blackboard, go to the learning plan, and at the bottom we have a bunch of files that we're going to use today. So at the bottom of today's learning plan we have chapter 3, 7, 2, and 4, which are perfectly organized. Download each one of those so that we have access to pictures from the book, and we're going to do some tutorials today.
Yeah, I was clicking submit for like 10 minutes and it would not.
I did that too. Out to is called How to Critique. So one of the best ways to improve your photography is to get a critique. And when I have you guys do peer reviews, you're kind of talking through your process and what you did, and hopefully every now and then someone is saying something positive, constructive, try this, you could have done that. That's how you get better at anything, right, is giving a critique. But if you want to write a critique, do people really respond to being ripped on? No. Right, right. So the thing that we have to do, and what this article talks about, is great critiques should list at least one thing the viewer would change or could change. You want to make sure that you say specific, kind things, but also take time to figure out what you would have done differently and be constructive about how you go about that. So examples are, great photo, cute kid. No, that's not a photo critique. Good would be, I like the composition, good lighting. Great would be, I like the way you place the subject in the right third so it draws the viewer's eye in. The way you use light to backlight this image and make it soft and hazy is wonderful. I may have placed the subject a little more towards the light so you would have been able to capture the catch lights. That's that white reflection in the eyes. That's a great critique, right? Pointed out positives and something that could be improved. Bad. I don't like this. It's too dark. A little bit better, your photo is a little underexposed. Even better, your photo is a little underexposed. I would have changed the aperture from f5 to f3, which would have let in more gray light. So things to think about during your critique are exposure, composition, white balance. If they did black and white, is the conversion good? How does the image make you feel? Does it have a clear subject? And is there anything distracting? So the bottom line is, at the bottom, we're going to make a critique sandwich, meaning we're going to have a good thing at the top and a good thing at the bottom, and in the middle, we're going to put something constructive. If it is an awesome shot and you really don't know what, there is nothing to constructively critique, think of another option for them. Like this is a great shot, fantastic, this, that, the other thing. Another fun idea maybe would be to try from this angle or do this, or switch up your reciprocal. Instead of doing a low aperture, do a high aperture and change your depth of field. Even if it's perfect, there's something you can offer. Okay, does that make sense? You got to say something in the middle there. So this person that wrote this, who is a photographer that has a blog, said her rule of thumb is if there's no tip for improvements, she deletes their comments. It has to be a good critique. It has to say something. This is going to benefit the person leaving the photo critique just as much as the person receiving it. So has anybody heard of Flickr? My friend Flickr? Okay. So everybody go to Flickr, not ER, Flickr.com. Anybody already have an account? Okay, here's the scary thing. I have to try to remember who I am on this account. Somewhere it's written down, but where? Yahoo. I am not a robot. Oh my God, not this again. Tractors. Okay, that is not a tractor. It's not a tractor. They're wrong.
I like how this one comes up.
Don't get left out. Looks good.
I like wearing these.
Okay. This is taking forever and a day. Okay, so I have an account on Flickr because I'm going to have you guys also make an account and share with me your screen name. And once you do that, I'm going to add all of you to a group so that you can post photos to this group. Just the people in this room are going to see it. And you can leave comments and critiques. So what I need you to do is create an account on Flickr, and whatever screen name you give yourself, or however you end up being identified, maybe it's different and it's only through your email now, I'm not sure because I've had mine for a while, but typically you get a screen name and you send me that screen name and I'll be able to invite you to a folder, to a group. Okay? Did you already have it? So the thing that we're going to do is once you get this set up and I get you all in a group over the course of the next week, before class is done next week, let's put it that way, but I would like you to do it in the course of the next week, you're going to need to upload 4 of your favorite photos. Any 4. And you're going to have to write a critique on 2 of your classmates' shots. So once they're up there, what you will do is you'll look at them all and you'll click on one, and after you click on it and go down to the bottom, if you guys would just quick look up here, I want to show you what it looks like. You can actually see all of the settings that they use, which is interesting from a photography standpoint. But this is where you're going to write your comment, your critique. So you're going to make that sandwich. Good, something to improve or try different next time, good. And to prove to me that you did it, because I'm not going to fish around on everybody's page and find 2 comments from everybody, you're going to take a screenshot of that and print it out. Okay? So sometime in class next week, because that's our last day, you're going to have to make sure that you printed your 2 screenshotted comments and those get turned in. So make an account, tell me, you can start adding photos to it right away, but you're not going to be added to the group until I get your name and set up this group. Okay? So once you guys have your Flickr account set up, send me an email and tell me who you are. Okay?